My name is Kent Liston, and I'm the CFO at the Utah Food Bank. Thank you for coming today, and welcome to the kickoff of the 4th annual Feed Utah Food Drive, which is this Saturday. It is a statewide event. It takes an unbelievable amount of planning and coordination, and it also highlights the strengths of Utahns. Of the many strengths, two of those being charitable and volunteerism. So it's a great event. And the people that it's serving. Currently the numbers of people who are food insecure is 415,000 Utahns. The numbers rose dramatically during the pandemic. It remained at a high level due to cost of living and inflation. Of those that are food insecure, 1 in 6 children. So pretty humbling statistic there. To support Feed Utah Food Drive, people can support it by literally just putting a bag of food this Saturday on their doorstep by 9 a.m. Volunteers will come by. They will take it to what are going to be hundreds of different collection points. It will be distributed throughout the state. This week, we're going to have volunteers also distribute door hangers as a reminder to put a bag of food out on this Saturday. So it took an amazing amount of effort among many. We'd like to thank Governor Cox and his staff. We also would like to thank Associated Foods for partnering with us, as well as the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and the thousands of amazing volunteers that are doing both collection as well as the distribution of the door hangers. So taking a major effort to pull this off, and we know it will continue to be a successful event. We have some speakers today, so we'll be hearing from Governor Cox, and then we will be hearing from Elder Hugo Martinez from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, followed by Jonathan Badger from Lee's Marketplace. So to save time, the speaker will just introduce the next speaker and we'll go from there. And at this time, I'm privileged to introduce our Governor, Spencer Cox.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be with you this morning. This is an annual tradition for us. It's something we look forward to every year. Ken, thank you for your leadership, and Jeanette and the entire team with the Utah Food Bank. I also want to give a special shout out and thanks to members of the media who are here with us. Thank you for helping to get the word out to everyone so that they know how important this weekend is. Look, you just heard the numbers. Over 400,000 Utahns that are at risk for missing a meal today. 1 in 6 children who are at risk for missing a meal. And we know it's hard to learn when you're hungry. And so this matters so much. We're fortunate to live in a state where we care deeply about our communities, we care deeply about our neighbors and giving back. And it really takes all of us to pull this off and to make it happen. It takes the people who are willing to donate, and I hope that's everyone within the sound of my voice that might be listening today. Please, please, please just fill a bag of food and set it on your porch this Saturday before 9 a.m. It takes all the volunteers who are going to be going around and picking this up. I will tell you that when I was a young man, we used to do something called Scouting for Food, very similar to what we're doing today. And I was the kid that would drive around the neighborhood or walk around the neighborhood and pick up those bags of food and make sure they got to the right place, to the food bank, so that we could help the lives of those in need. So I'm grateful that we have this opportunity as well. We lead the nation, we continue to lead the nation every year when it comes to statistics around generosity. And I hope that this year will be no exception, that people will step up in a big way as they always do. I want to thank our friends at Associated Foods and Lee's Marketplace for their goodness and generosity. Again, I want to thank the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, as well as all of our faith-based partners who are so involved in making Utah a better place. This is a big one. It continues to be needed. We know that the cost of living is very high right now across the United States and here in the state of Utah. We just passed several bills that I'm reviewing right now to help work on those issues, to lower the price of living here in Utah. But in the meantime, we need to take care of each other and take care of our neighbors, and this is a great opportunity to do it. So please be generous. Please fill those bags out, get them on your porch before 9 a.m. And thank you again to our volunteers who are helping to make it happen. And with that, I'm pleased to introduce the President Hugo Martinez from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Thank you, Governor Cox. It's truly a pleasure for me to represent today the Utah Area Presidency of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and join in this valiant effort with so many institutions, organizations, and individuals who volunteer, who provide funds, go visit their website, it's easy to do, as well as the corporations that are involved in this magnificent effort of the Feed Utah Drive for this year. I remember visiting in Guatemala. You can tell I'm originally from Puerto Rico, but we lived in Guatemala. And we visited the high school principal of our children who were attending there. It was just a cordial visit. They were in no trouble. And while sitting there in the principal's office, she had this sign that said, "There will be no peace in the world while there is hunger." And I took that in a literal physical sense. It does have a spiritual sense as well, but that is true, and that is what we observe. Remember the figures that were shared earlier. 415,000 people in the state of Utah with food insecurity, which represents 1 out of 6 children, 1 out of 8 adults. So that is quite significant. So we invite all our friends of all faiths, of all civic society, of the communities to please participate as volunteers and be generous givers.
Elder Martinez, I greatly appreciate that. I'm very honored to be here with the Utah Food Bank, Associated Food Stores, great partners with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and of course our local and state governments. Lee's Marketplace is privileged and honored to be a part of this exciting Feed Utah event. For the past 4 years, Associated Food Stores has been a part of this event, making it possible for people to come to the stores, bring their donations, their generous gifts, and help those that are less fortunate, those that are hungry and need food today. So food's not just a nice thing to have, it's actually a necessity that we all need, and it's awesome to have an opportunity to gather with our communities and with these partners to help the needs in those areas. As we think about the responsibility we have as local grocers, one of the things that from 1981 when our company started, we wanted to be part of the community. We wanted to make sure we were there to help and be part of helping the community be able to survive and continue to be a big part of what is possible in those coming through our doors. For 15 years now, our store has done an end-of-year roundup for the food banks and local food pantries in our areas. And together, combined with our generous gifts to the community, we've raised over $1 million that we've been able to give to this fight against hunger, which we're grateful for. A few years ago in one of our stores, a lady was going through shopping, and as she finished up her shopping, came to the front of the store, one of our cashiers asked her if she would reluctantly want to donate to the food drive that we were doing. With a little tear in her eye, she said, "Yes, I would." The cashier, a little more excited, said, "Would you like to donate $1 or $5? She said, "I'll donate $500. He was taken back and thought, "Why? Why would you do that?" And she said, "Many years ago, my husband lost his job, and I had kids to feed and a household to maintain. And the food bank saved my family. And now I have an opportunity that I've made enough changes in our lives to make this possible. I can give back to that food bank." So we encourage everyone to be generous as they donate their food. This is an exciting event for Lee's Marketplace to be part of. We are excited to announce that all 9 of our stores, all 23 Macy's stores, and 6 Lynn stores across the state of Utah will be available Saturday morning from 9 to 1 o'clock for all donations and cash that you want to give to this wonderful Feed Utah drive. This is something important that we can all do. Whether it's money, food, or service in all of these different areas, we want to make sure that people don't go to bed hungry. Thank you in advance to our store teams, our volunteers, and those that come to the stores to donate for being part of this wonderful event. We'll see you all on Saturday. And I'll turn the time back over to the governor to make our first donation. Governor?
Thank you, Jonathan, for that incredible generosity from you and your customers. Really, $1 million is amazing. Now, I have an official declaration that I'll read and present to Kent, and then go ahead and make the first donation. Whereas many Utah residents struggle to maintain access to food resources, whereas the state of Utah has seen an increased need for food assistance, with approximately 415,000 residents, including 1 in 6 Utah children, unsure where their next meal will come from. Whereas each year on Feed Utah Day, Utah's diverse religious communities, organizations, and individuals will come together to help the Utah Food Bank fight hunger by donating and collecting food across the state. Whereas no child should have to go to bed hungry, no parent should have to send a child to school hungry, no family should have to choose between a roof over their head or food on their table, and no elderly person's health should be compromised by a lack of access to adequate, nutritious food. Now, therefore, I, Spencer J. Cox, Governor of the great state of Utah, do hereby declare March 15, 2025 as Feed Utah Day in Utah. And we'll make it official and place our food items right here. This is what we hope you will all be doing on Saturday morning. Thanks, everyone.